Alrighty. I am fucking loving this game so far.
Pray tell.
It's given me similar vibes to Dragon Age, thematically and narratively, which is a big plus for me. I loved Dragon Age.
1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
In the midst of the keep, like a lithic giant challenging the sky, stands the Grey Tower. Though not the highest of towers, it is no doubt the most important, as it houses both the Hall of War and the Hall of Justice.
Dope.
You know, Tahar, there's something I've been wondering about lately.
What?
What?
All this, the army, the Wolf Guard, the crown, does it fulfill you?
What do you
Nah.
mean?
It just, never mind. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Are you interested in defecting, Bertrand? Would you like to join the revolution with me? I have a guillotine I could share with you. You know, until you get your own. I'll just take everything here, that's fine. Imagine, if you will, 5 noble houses, 5 guests at a grand banquet called Fiara. Allow me to introduce you to House Leonidar. Leonider? Leonider. Leonider is just kind of weird to say. Our party host, a woman wealthy and well-endowed, to whom all must honor. Her home is Greyfell, capital of all Northander. Keeps a map of the family tree denoting every hierarchy of her large house in her back pocket. Very unpopular with the servants. Insists upon following a myriad of protocols set forth by her ancestors. House Iskander. The smiling thief at the banquet table. Even as he laughs at our host's jokes, he's pocketing the silverware. Hails from Everlight. Strikes a deal with the traitor Isamo Tahar behind House Leonidar's back. After the Mage Wars, his noted absence throws his lance into chaos. House Wolfgar. A harsh, rugged man who looks out of place at the banquet. Leaves his war club on the table. Cannot wait for the frivolity to end so he can return to his home in the northwest. If the other guests speak to him, it is only out of necessity. House Hallett. Adorned from head to toe in moon-silver steel owing to her strong trade relations with the dwarves. A charming woman, too charming, does an excellent job of convincing the uninformed of the great size of her lands near the Windwall Mountains. House Utran. The most dashing man at the banquet. His gaze is intense and fierce. His chiseled jaw is grisly with stubble. May have caused several ladies in waiting to faint as he entered the room. Avoids the attention in Northander politics like a fox running from a hunt, as told by Parthen, the greatest bard. Yeah, sure, buddy. Give it a loot. Mage's Note, Vision. Huh. Throughout my travels, I have met many a scholar of magic. Some claim that, is it the mage's... I think that's supposed to be it is. Some claim that it is the mage's indomitable will that determines his magical abilities, while others believe it to be physical prowess, and others still the power of thought. It is true that magic draws on the entirety of a person. Body, mind, spirit, all are vital to a mage's ability. Yet without vision, a mage may attain only a fragment of real mastery. For it is vision and ambition that drive all else. What motivates the development of the body, the mind, and the spirit? A vision of purpose, as tangible as the weave of magic between a mage's fingers. One lacking such vision can never be more than merely proficient. So in all magical pursuits, find first your vision. Focus on what must be achieved, and all else will follow. Let your ambition drive you, and success will be yours. Rahel, adventurer and scholar. That sounds like some dangerous rhetoric. What's over here? Can we not go over here?
What are you doing? These are General Noria's quarters.
You're right, sorry. This tower is a maze.
My bad. Okay, let's go over here.
Let's see.
Let's walk it into her room. I'm sorry. Or his room.
Here
Their
we
room.
go. Ready to go in?
You sound nervous.
Nervous? No. Never mind.
I just know that
let's
you're
go.
about to be arrested, so.
The Hall of War is not only where most of Northander politics are conducted, but also where emissaries and diplomats from other empires are first received when visiting Greykeep. It is easy to understand the reason, once one has walked on the marble floors, through the gilded arches, and beneath the eyes of the many statues that adorn its giant halls.
It's Notre Dame!
Acknowledged.
Point of interest, huh? Ooh, loot.
Now would you look at that?
I said dismissed.
But all we need is more time. The cure is within reach, and we...
You've had your time, and what did you achieve? Nothing. People are dying as we speak, and if we do not stop this plague right now, it'll wipe out all of Graythorn next. Once you've found a cure, fine, we will use it. But for now, this is the only way.
I understand, Lord Marshal. Forgive me for my failure.
Dismissed.
I don't like him.
Let's see.
The Battle of Stone Bay. When one thinks of Northander's military, one often thinks of the might of her armies rather than her naval forces. It is, after all, the armies of the major houses that figure most frequently in the annals of war. Yet one of the most important battles in Northander's long history was fought not on land, but at sea, in the Battle of Stone Bay. The Empyreans had long coveted Northander as a land of opportunity and conquest, even as their emperor made overtures of peace to the royal court of Greyfell. They planned for invasion, knowing that the Northander forces could assemble faster than they could cross the Sea of Fiara. The Empyreans relied upon secrecy and deceit to keep their motives hidden. On an early summer morning, scouts spotted an armada of ships on the horizon near Stone Bay. Admiral Ilbertus de Basse, commander of the naval forces in the area, mustered his ships scattered around the bay. He knew that if the appearance of warships were a surprise, help was not coming. Only their few dozen ships stood between Imperia and the conquest of their homeland. The Northander navy was outnumbered and ill-prepared for an attack. The bay was filled with smoke as ships burned and drowned. Still, the admiral knew the bay better than the invaders, and used his knowledge to direct the remaining ships to follow his mast. As the wind changed direction, as was common in that region, the Northander ships outmaneuvered the Empyreans. Admiral de Basse directed his ship, the Juggernaut, straight into the enemy's flagship. As the two ships collided, Northander troops boarded and seized the ship. The Empyrean admiral captured, the battle was over. Not a single Empyrean soldier had set foot upon Northander soil. Wow. What a cool guy.
Yes.
He did the killing really good. Why does this guy have a debuff? Oh. Oh, that's Sentenza. That's Angar. Okay.
Interesting.
Let's do it.
Lord Marshal, General Noria, you wanted to see us?
We did. Sentenza?
Yes. What do you know about the Bloodburn?
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
So, our commitment to secrecy worked for a change. That's refreshing.
The Bloodburn is a plague. The first time we heard about it was about 3 months ago. For almost a moon's turn now, every capable alchemist of Greyfell and Everlight has been searching for a cure, And there are rumors that the elves, the dwarves, and even the greenskins are affected by it as well.
Ooh, racism,
Problem is,
fun.
we are nowhere near a solution, and recently there's been a massive outbreak at a village near Greyfell, Leonon.
That seems like a safe assumption.
And am I right to assume that this blood burn is lethal?
Absolutely. It's by far the most dangerous plague EO has seen since the Red Fever. It corrupts a person's blood, hence the name. It starts with a light fever and some nausea. Within a week, people will bleed from their mouths and their eyes. We don't know what causes it, and so far, no medicine has shown to help. Once the first symptoms show, it goes quickly. The blood forms blisters, which eventually burst open, and by then, the fever already causes an excruciating pain. After that, it's over quickly. Within the next few days, the victim will bleed out like a slaughtered pig.
Tiara's breath.
Indeed.
Fucking rip.
Any idea what causes it? How does it spread?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know. Some things seem to suggest that it's contagious, whereas some alchemists believe the infections occur at random.
At random.
Well, not entirely. Apparently there's a pattern, but it seems almost too ridiculous to say it.
The infected we've talked to, many of them have reported hearing, I don't know how to put it, noises around where the infection must have taken place.
Noises?
Yes, some of them even said it sounded like a voice. Superstitious nonsense, of course. But it might suggest that it's more than a mere disease, which
You don't
is
say.
troubling.
A curse. That is what you were suggesting, isn't it?
A curse? No. If anything, I think it might be some kind of magical anomaly. However, you're not here to muse about the causes of the plague. We have scholars settle that. You're here because the Wolf Guard will set out on a mission. Sentence.
We have to find a way to contain the outbreak in that village, Leonon. If the infections reach Greyfell, we will be faced with a catastrophe that will make the Mage Wars look like a pleasant dream. Thus, we, together with a small division of Nortander's soldiers, will travel to Leonon and assess the situation and see what we can do.
Cool.
I understand. But if there's no cure, how can we contain it?
We'll see when we get there.
Stabbing.
What's my role in this?
What kind of question is that? You're a member of the Wolf Guard and this is a royal mission. End of story.
Jesus. All right, Noria.
If the blood burn is deadly, how do we protect ourselves when we go into contaminated territory?
Again, we haven't understood the Bloodburn's distribution pattern yet, so there's a chance it'll not affect you anyway.
There's a
But
chance.
To make sure,
Great.
our alchemists have prepared a concoction that's supposed to protect against the infection.
Supposed to protect?
Well, it did work for our scouts. We'll simply have to take the risk.
Understood.
Great.
When do we set out?
Tomorrow at first light. Just get your things and your potion from the alchemist downstairs. His name is Albertus de Reims. Then meet me at the gate when you're ready. Anything else, Lord Marshal Arendir?
No, just solve the problem.
We will.
Cool. Fun. Friendly people. Quests. That's all the way out there. Okay. Acquire resistance potions and go to the Grey Tower. Alright, well, what I would like to do
Let's see.
is break our friendo out of prison and increase our party size. But I don't know if that's doable or if we have to go do this other thing first. We'll see.
In the midst of the keep, like a lithic giant challenging the sky, stands the Grey Tower. Though not the highest of towers, it
Yep.
Yes.
The Windwall Way. What? Did we not? Hold on. Side quests? It just said over here there was a new quest, the Windwall. Oh, that's over here. In here?
Will do.
Yeah. Hello. Talk to
Are
me.
you Albertus de Reims?
Depends on who's asking.
Corporal Carpel and Corporal Tahar, Wolfguard. We were told you can give us a medicine that can protect against the bloodburn.
Ah, so that's you. Yes, here are your potions. Drink 2 sips of it 2 hours before entering the contaminated zone. It lasts for about 7 hours.
And it works?
Of course it works. Just make sure to never go over my suggested dose, otherwise it can be lethal. Now,
Great.
is there anything else? If not, I've got business to attend to.
No, that was all. Thank you.
How friendly. Alright. Let's get out of here. Go, go, go!
No city of Nortander evokes
Yep,
as much
yep,
awe
yep.
as Greyfell and its guardian keep, the seat of the crown.
Okay, I do wish it only gave the narration the first time you went to a new location. Alright, new points of interest. New quest, which is to leave here. I don't want to leave yet. And meet with Sentenza outside the Grey Keep. Okay, I'm gonna poke around in here, see if there are people we can talk to.
Few people know the story behind the impressive hall, with its
New quest received, the Windwall Way. I think that's just telling me to go that way. I think. Is there anyone I can talk to here?
Orders?
Yes,
Now would you look
you.
at that?
Oh, and there's loot over here. Actually, let's go to the loot first, because I don't want to talk to someone and get kicked out. The Iron Mask, how does it work? We already have that. Let's talk to this dude.
Yes? Who? Wait. You are Corporal Tahar, aren't you? The betrayer's child.
That's rude.
Some call me that.
I've heard things about you. In any case, is there something you need? I have business to attend to.
What did this woman do?
She killed 3 soldiers of the Nortander army. Though I am not certain how this concerns you.
Who are you? I haven't seen you in Grey Keep before.
That is very possible, since I have only just arrived. I'm Caspar Terrace, servant of the light and Lord Angar's appointed judge, to trial all these who refuse to abide by the new laws.
So the purity is creating the laws now.
No,
Oh, Jesus.
we only aid Lord Angar in enforcing them.
That makes me deeply
I'll be
uncomfortable. Let's talk to the list lady.
The betrayer's child. So they still haven't thrown you
Wow.
into a dungeon, have they?
Rude.
What's your problem?
My problem? Maybe that Isamo Tahar's child is allowed to run around the keep and wear the Nortanda badge like none of what your father did ever happened.
I risked my life to help Nortander, and my father
Yeah.
wanted to kill me for it. You're
Yeah,
aware of
fuck
that,
you,
right?
lady.
That's what you'd like people to believe, isn't it? Well, here's what I think really happened. You saw that you couldn't escape with your father when the Wolf Guard came to get you. So, you decided to play traitor instead.
Oh my god.
If that were true, I would have rejoined the rebellion the first chance I got.
Maybe you tried. Or maybe there's a bigger scheme behind all
Christ.
this, and you're just waiting for the right moment to stab the crown in the back. I'll
I would
make
like
sure
to stab
see
you in the
light
back.
one day, Tahar. Trust me, I will.
Yikes! These people suck. Alright, well, we can't go through there. So I guess we just leave. Doesn't look like there's anyone else we can talk to. Alright. Alright. We're gonna have to break our friend out of prison some other time.
No city of Northander evokes as much awe as Greyfell and its guardian keep.
Real quick, is there a way to speed up the game at all? No. Intro, videos, that's not useful. I also can't skip the, blah. I was hoping we could find a way to skip the, loading screen narration after the first time, but nope. Hey, Esme.
Interesting.
Join us.
Yes? Did you go see the marshal yet? 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah,
That's
I did.
it, lads.
Okay.
Keep at it.
I guess we can't talk to her. This is interesting. This is... I mean, the gameplay at this point is very CRPG, right? This is super Dragon Age or Witcher, and not really very RTS-like at all. Loot! Whoa! Having trouble with the camera there. I wonder if we can sell loot eventually. Run, 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 run. Anyone see any more loot? No? Alright. Let's GTFO!
There you are. Ready?
Yeah.
We are.
Good. Then let's go get the others. We have a long journey ahead of us.
Oh boy, we got Anselm. The world map is used to travel from region to region. You can transition to the world map at almost any time in the game as long as you don't control a currently active RTS base. When you leave a map, your current quest progress is saved and can be continued upon your return. Oh. Neat. Oh, neato. World map is used to travel from region to region. Yada yada. Okay. Grey Keep, Lianon. Prologue. Hey, we can go to the prologue again. It's kind of neat. The rendering engine is having a little bit of trouble with these trees. There's a problem of textures or models, I guess, rigs, that are too detailed for the resolution that they're displaying at. So you see this sort of shimmery effect on the trees. That's because the models and or the textures have sort of below pixel-sized details that are getting rendered frame to frame, and they are being rendered slightly differently on different frames. You see this a lot with specular reflections, like very small specular reflections on textured surfaces in renders, where because the size of the surface that is reflecting the light, right, the size of that specular reflection is smaller than a pixel, a renderer will come up with a solution to that that is slightly different pixel or frame to frame, so you get very shiny, shimmery, sparkly details. There are ways to get around that, but I don't know enough about the technical details of coding a rendering engine to say what those are. Before heading out on a mission, this is where you can select which companion to take with you and which faction to support you on the battlefield. Some missions can only be played with a certain faction. Bringing along different companions or factions may slightly impact the narrative, so choose wisely. Choose wildly. I should level these people up before we go. Anselm. Call to arms. Self-targeted. Apply armor to yourself. Sure. Three additional focus points. Huh. Bloodthirst. Gain increased focus regeneration when you're below. Increased damage with two-handed weapons. Deal damage to a second target plus half damage. Damage is massively increased if the target is stunned. That sounds good. That synergizes as well. We have a couple ways to stun people. Wide swaths of green fertile soil, lakes and rivers rich in fish. The people of Leanon, or Leonon, I forgot how they pronounce it. A small village in the Meadowlands of Leonider, that's what it was, have long led a peaceful life. Now, the tides have turned. According to word of mouth, the village has been struck by the blood burn. It is your mission to ascertain these rumors' veracity and act accordingly. Sure. Select your heroes. Well, given that we don't have more people to... Oh. Sure.
Wide swathes of green, fertile soil, lakes and rivers rich in fish.
I guess I didn't need to read
People
that.
of Leonon, a small village in the Meadowlands of Leonidar, have long led a peaceful life. Now the tides have turned. According to word of mouth, the village has been struck by the blood burn. It is your mission to ascertain these rumors' veracity and act accordingly.
Thank you, narrator. This sort of headpiece thing looks really cool, I gotta say. I don't know what you would call that. I'm sure there's a technical name, because that's not unique to this game in a fashion sense. That has existed at least in other fictional settings, so there must be a name for that type of garment.
All I'm saying is that I just don't understand why people always act that way. I mean,
Quiet. We're here.
This is Leonon? Huh. Looks pretty serene.
Still.
What about our troops? Should we wait for them to catch up?
No. Our first task is to assess the situation anyway. How bad is it, and how many are infected? Once we have a clearer picture, we'll act accordingly.
Meaning?
We'll see.
What is it?
Alright. Let's see what there is to find over here. Check everywhere. I see spiders. I hate it.
Alright.
They will fall.
This is over.
Why are there ranged spiders? Ugh. Gross. Oh, hello. Yikes, ow. Get wrecked.
Look at that.
Ooh, claim reward. Ooh. We can get... This is strength and dex. This is strength and dex. This is... requires more dex than we have. I think as much as I wanted to make us a bow person, it's looking like our party is probably going to be pretty heavy on bow stuff. So I'm going to pick up the sword, I guess? Sure.
Yes.
Loot.
Let's see.
Pick up the loot. Jesus. Alright. Let's see about re-equipping. This is better than either of our weapons, so it'll replace the scimitar. Alright. Anything in here? Yeah. Let's take all that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Of course. Acknowledged.
Inspect. An old shack, most likely a hunter's cabin. There's a rotten smell coming from inside. Great. Bad guys? I see red on the minimap. Oh, yeah, spiders.
Take them down! For the queen!
Whoops, wrong button.
Charge!
Ouchies. I'm getting fucking whomped. Yeah. Gross. So many spiders.
Right away.
As you command.
Alright, looks like we regen slowly over time, so that's good. Oh look, dead people.
Corpses. Was that the bloodburn?
We'll see. And if that's the case, let's hope the potions will protect us.
Yeah, you don't say.
What's this?
Looks like an old trading post. Guess it got overrun by rebels during the Mage Wars. We might actually use it as an outpost if we need help from our troops.
Speaking of troops, where's the rest of the Wolf Guard? Didn't you say we'd meet up with them near the King's Forest?
Yes, but they're still up north taking care of some rebels. They should arrive soon, though.
Still fresh. And they don't show any symptoms of the bloodburn.
That's not good. We should hurry.
That isn't good.
All right.
I'm suspicious. The bodies show clear signs of the bloodburn. Their bodies are slightly swollen and have started to decompose. You estimate the time of death to be about 2 days ago. Beetles! Oh god. They want to fight. They didn't want to fight a second ago.
You read my mind. Understood.
Gross. Oh,
What is it?
we're
Whatever's necessary.
fighting on. Kill him! Get that XP. I'm assuming this bar at the bottom is our XP. Yeah. Oh god, more enemies.
Take him down. Make up your mind.
Understood.
Toasted.
Yes.
Now would you look at
Oh.
that?
Acknowledged.
I wish there was like a loot everything in the area button. So I could just say, loot all the stuff, and then walk between the corpses for me. Instead of having to click individually every time.
Mm-hmm.
What the? Elves?
Uh-oh.
Salangar, who are you? And what by Ellen's reigns are you doing here?
Sentenza Noria, General of the Wolf Guard. And we'll be the ones asking the questions. This is Nortander territory.
Wolf? Oh, I see. Then talk to our scryer, Elion, Evran. I believe she will want to have a word with you.
So do I.
I also want to have a word with me. I talk to myself all the time. Who did you want me to talk to? The scryer? I don't know what they look like.
As you command.
Over here, maybe? Hello? Scryer? Hello? Is that you? Hi there.
The Wolf Guard. Huh. This will be interesting.
What are you doing here? This is Nortander territory.
It is, and we are aware of that. But I'm afraid recent developments have made our presence necessary.
Spare me the verbiage.
Go on.
What's the meaning of this?
As you might know, this village has been struck by the Bloodburn. We are here to investigate.
We found corpses.
What about the corpses? We found what looked like villagers with arrows in their backs.
Bandits, not villagers. They were near the village when we got here, and we took care of them.
Since when exactly? You've built quite an outpost.
Since a source informed us that there would be an outbreak, which was 3 weeks ago.
You knew
Wow.
there'd be an outbreak?
Yes.
Well, investigating is also what we're here for.
Yeah.
Maybe we could join forces.
I appreciate the notion, but I'm afraid this won't be possible.
Why?
Excuse you?
Because I know what you came here to do, and it's a mistake.
What do you mean?
All right, that's enough. We're here by order of the Queen, and according to the White Mist Treaty, you will now step...
You're not.
What?
The White Mist Treaty was struck between the Moorhere Scryers and Queen Aelith. You are acting under the orders of Lord Marshal Arendir, to whom we have sworn no loyalty. Or should I say, Lord Angar and those mage-slaughtering purity fanatics who are really making the laws of your country now.
The purity has nothing to do with this. We're here
I
to
mean-
prevent the bloodburn from spreading.
Well, we will take care of that. Now leave, or I will make you.
Was that a threat?
It was. You have
Oh.
5 minutes to get back to where you came from. Then our archers will open fire. Leave.
Back to the trading post,
hold on.
now!
What's
Hold on.
I said, leave.
Okay. Elves will become hostile in 5...
Alright.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I don't want to fight the elves. Can we just go home?
Of course.
Where was that outpost? Over... here.
Never heard about this until now.
Because the Crown wanted to avoid a panic. Though it's too late for that now. Word is spreading rapidly, and those purity lunatics are using it to their advantage.
I guess you don't like them.
No. And I think Arendir's way of handling them is dangerous. Let's go.
Charge!
Ah, shit. Need to get used to this UI.
Yeah! For the crown!
You'll regret this.
him down!
Alright. Well, I'd really rather not fight the elves. I don't think the game's gonna let us. Why? Handwriting on this letter is shaky, tiny stains are scattered all over the page. Dioja, the bloodburn has reached us. Heron. Oh, Guardians, Heron has gone. The plague took him like wildfire, raging and consuming until it burned the life out of him. Tiara, save me. I can't shake the image of him from my mind. We were careful to avoid contact with the others in the village after your last letter. 3 days ago, Heron fell ill. He tried to hide it from me. He tried, as if I wouldn't notice the sweat and vacant stare. He was so cross when I suggested he see our village's healer. The bloodburn is worse than anyone described. It is not a sickness. It is torture inflicted upon us by the Guardians. No sickness torments a man into mutilating himself to relieve the pain. Heron was screeching by the end. Is it horrible that I was glad when it was over? Why do the Guardians punish us? We're farmers, pawns in a game played by greater powers. What have we ever done to deserve this? I'm sitting here, reliving his death over and over. It is a nightmare like a garish puppet show I can't turn away from. I can't bear to look at him. His blistered skin, his blood-soaked clothes, his bloated face. There are moments where I swear I see him from the corner of my eye, standing there, staring at me. If I turn to look, there is only emptiness. Has it spread to me too? I fear the village will burn our farmstead down if they find out what happened. Their paranoia is warranted, after all I've seen. Would the fire cleanse us? Perhaps it would be not so bad to join Heron. Perhaps that would make the nightmare stop. Stay safe, Dioja. The bloodburn is coming for us all. Your sister, Lodeza. Fucking rip?
Let's see.
No clear signs of the bloodburn. Great. Fun times.
Our troops caught up. Good.
General Noria, you, what's the matter? Is something wrong?
Look up ahead and you'll see. We have unwanted company. Where's the rest of you?
At the crossroads, sir. Waiting for your word.
Good. Then send them in. The elves won't let us into the village, so we'll force them to. If we do it right, they won't stand a chance. Ansem, you'll help me develop a strategy. Corporal Tahar, you will oversee the setting up of the outpost. What's your name?
Seamark, sir. Gerald Seamark.
And you grew up here, right?
That is correct, sir.
Good. Then you know the area. Now, let's get started. If these damned more here want blood, they shall have it.
Or that could not be what we do.